Hey guys, it's Denise with Black Ribbon Studio, and I finally decided to go ahead and do the 20 questions challenge. I was tagged by Tammy at Slay the Day with Crochet and Crystal at Chronically Crocheting. So I'm just going to go ahead and get started and try to make this a short video, although I'm sure you understand that some of these questions do have a backstory. Number one, what does your name mean? So, of course, I looked it up because I have no idea what it means. And it says it is the feminine form of Dennis, which is recognized as having French origins, but actually originates in the Greek language and means dedicated to God, and is ultimately derived from Dionysus, the Greek god of the grape harvest, winemaking, and wine. I'm pleased with that. Number two, where are you from? I am currently in North Carolina. And number three, where were you born? I was born and raised in New York City. Number four, if you were a boy, what would your name be? I am pretty certain about the answer to this question because I'm the youngest of four girls, and I am certain that if I had been a boy, my name would have been James after my father. What is your, number five, what is your biggest accomplishment? I have to say that since the death of my son in May, my biggest accomplishment is that I am actually able to get up out of the bed each day and go on with life. Number six, what color are your eyes? My eyes are simply brown. Number seven, what is your favorite candle scent? Well, I generally like very clean smelling scents. You know, if it says ocean or air or laundry, I'm drawn to those scents. Now, my husband and I together like citrus scents, lemon and orange. We kind of like that, especially like for the bedroom for some reason. We like that scent. But about a year ago, I went to, and I'm not a big candle person because I really do have a fear of fire. But about a year ago, I went to Bath and Body Works, and I was just gonna throw caution to the wind and just get a couple of candles that match my decor and smelled really good, and place them around the apartment. And so I did go. I think I bought several. I must have bought at least six, if not more. So once we left Bath and Body Works, we went into, I want to say, Pottery Barn. I think that's where it was, Pottery Barn. And I was looking for some additional artificial peonies, which you see, I usually always have them somewhere around, because I really like them. And as far as I thought they were on sale. So I went in there looking for those peonies and spoke to the saleswoman. And she says to me, well, you know, if you like the scent of peonies, I have just the candle for you, and they're on sale. Well, let me tell you, I fell in love with these candles. They're really big. Again, if you follow me on Instagram at Design Morris 1, you will see those candles in some of those pictures as well. I absolutely love the scent of those candles. I love the scent of peonies. So that would be the answer to number seven. Now, number eight, do you cook? I do cook. I love to cook. To me, cooking is a very creative outlet. So I don't cook every day. I don't want to cook every day. And I would not consider myself a gourmet cook in any stretch of the imagination. But I do have some uh, favorites, some things that I'm kind of known for. And so I really do enjoy getting in the kitchen and cooking a good meal. I like to create things. And so, yeah, I cook. Number 9, what is good about your life right now? The fact that I am still living, breathing, and am able to make it through each day. That is what is good about my life right now. Number 10, what is your sign? I am a Virgo, and I'm going to leave that right there. Number 11, what scares you about aging? I had to think about this one for quite some time, because what really scares me about aging, I think, is not being mobile, not being able to use my hands, and the possibility of losing my sight. Number 12, what's your favorite holiday? Hands down, my favorite holiday is Christmas. My favorite holiday's always been Christmas. In fact, when I was a little girl, I can remember as if it were yesterday. We used to play records on a record player, and my mother had a great collection of records, which I listened to music all the time. And so as soon as November would roll around, I would start begging my mother if to give me permission to play Christmas records. My poor mother. Of course, I couldn't understand it at the time. Like, why doesn't she just let me play the Christmas records? But I'm sure she knew that I would simply play those Christmas songs over and over and over again, and it just was too soon. So it was always a big deal to me, uh, waiting for the day that my mother would say that I could go ahead and play Christmas music. I love everything about Christmas. What is your guilty pleasure is number 13. My guilty pleasure is Coca-Cola. I drink Coca-Cola every day. It's not even Diet Coca-Cola. It's very bad for me, and I love it. That's my guilty pleasure. Number 14, what show do you binge watch? Well, here lately, I haven't really been watching an awful lot of TV, even though we did recently get Disney Plus, and I'm like, what's the matter with you? Why aren't you watching it like every minute of the day? But I will tell you that in the past, just so you can get an idea of what I like to watch, in the past, I did binge watch Dexter. I also binge watched Nip Tuck, neither of which I finished. So one day I'm going to have to go back, try to figure out where I was, and finish binge watching those series. Also, more recently, I binge watched Downton Abbey, which whenever it's just on PBS and I'm flipping channels, I stop there and finish watching that episode. And also Mad Men, binge watched that. It was awesome. And Elizabeth, can't think of her last name right now, but one of the characters in Mad Men is now the character in A Handmaid's Tale, which I also binge watch. Number 15, what can you not leave the house without? I cannot leave the house without my pocketbook. My pocketbook contains everything I need to basically live. I now carry a smaller purse than I used to, but I can remember in my younger days, I used to tell people I can live out of my pocketbook for a week. Number 16, are you a morning or night person? I think that I am uh, a born morning person. I've always liked getting up early in the morning and having such a nice long day ahead of you to get a lot of things done. Of course, when the children were growing up, that was just, part of life. I would get up at 5 o'clock in the morning and get things done and get to work and so forth. But now that I'm retired and a little older, and I don't have to, as they would say, what is it called when you hit the clock? I don't have to do that anymore. So I kind of sleep in almost every day. And it is troublesome to me. I beat myself up about that a lot because I'm like, wow, if you would get up at like 7, you would get so much more done in a day. But now I'm kind of up until like 1 or 2 in the morning. So there's that. Number 17, what is your favorite genre of movie? Well, I love a good love story. I'm a movie buff. Here lately, I've been able to catch some really old movies, which I also love. I would say there are very few genres of movie that I don't like. I no longer like scary movies, horror movies, or any of that. I was never into westerns. But practically anything else, I do enjoy action, adventure, and give me a good love story, and I'm hooked. Okay, what's next? Number 18. What was the last thing you bought? I think the last thing I bought was groceries. Yeah, I think that was it, groceries. I haven't bought any yarn. I haven't bought anything crafty, so I'm going to say the last thing I bought was groceries. 19. Are you an introvert or an extrovert? Okay. I'm not sure that I totally get the meaning, the definition of the words. I'm not totally sure because I consider myself an extrovert. I am that person that if you are an introvert and we're at a party and I see you sitting off to the side trying to disappear, I'm the one that's going to come up to you and start a conversation. I talk to people everywhere. However, I also really, really enjoy my alone time. So I think I'm an extrovert, but I just need some alone time. And number 20, what is your favorite book? Well, we are going to put Harry Potter aside, okay? I do love a good series, but we're going to put Harry Potter aside for a moment. And I'm classifying my favorite book as a book that I have read more than once. And there are 2 books that fall into that category. The first one is Shogun by James Clavell, which is a book that takes place in feudal Japan. And I am totally obsessed with any and everything that has to do with feudal Japan. I also loved Gone with the Wind. I read that several times, and of course, I have watched the movie numerous times. I love history, so I believe that these two books play a large part in the fact that, I love history, and that's why I love these books. Then there is another series, and the first book is The Clan of the Cave Bear, and I believe the author's name is Jane Auel. I read every book in that series and I absolutely loved it. So there you go, guys. I'm so happy that I took a moment and sat down to record the 20 question challenge. I hope you enjoy my answers, and I'll be talking with you soon. Bye bye.